You make your way into the tavern, but the goblins take neck to meat as they bicker with the elves. You choose to sit with the bard and the troll, and this is what they have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Troll Bard Tavern.
That's right. Grab a drink and pull up a seat, because you're here with Jake, the bard.
And Jesse, the troll.
And we're here to talk about games. So I hope you're ready. You want to start us off, man? You got anything really juicy you wanna talk about?
Juicy?
Yeah. Anything you're hyped for? You were all pumped last time. They're like, all these games. You still riding that high, or you got something new you're going?
You know what? I'm enjoying the games I'm playing now, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You still playing Halo?
Still playing Halo. Halo 3. Sometimes 2.
Yeah.
Get that in the mix.
Oh, Halo 2. I just beat Spyro 1.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah. Big accomplishment. It took me like almost 2 weeks to beat a PlayStation 1 game. Designed for children. But yeah. I haven't 100%ed it. I still gotta like complete the flight challenges. I don't know if I'll do that, but I beat the game. And yeah, this is real nice. I still got Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 I could play. But honestly, I've been thinking about getting into Breath of the Wild, because the new Zelda is going to be coming out on May 10th.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's,
you gonna get that?
I really want to. I'm not 100%, because like I know Breath of the Wild is going to carry me for a long time. Like I can get like months out of the gameplay in that.
That's so crazy, man. I was just thinking about getting a Wii to play some Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should get the Switch, because I think if they're going to be doing like remastered kind of stuff, it's going to be ported onto the Switch, not on the Wii.
Yeah. I was just thinking of more older games. I was watching some other people playing on the classic CRT TVs.
Yeah.
Which is also another thing I need to get.
Yeah. They have started porting a lot of the old like Mario games and stuff like that. Like the original ones to the Switch, and you like buy them, or you part of a pass or whatever. I don't know what the deal is, but I feel like they're gonna start doing that, is just bringing all their old games back, and you can only play Zelda on Nintendo consoles, so like it's what it is. But yeah, this is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and my one friend's hyped for it. He's so hyped for it. He loves Zelda, but he's so hyped for it. He's like, can you believe it? The next Zelda's coming out. And it's a sequel to Breath of the Wild, which is why I want to start playing it. And it's the same like map, but this time like everything got messed up, and like now there's 3 like levels to it. There's like Sky, which is like, you know, you're gliding around and you can fly, and there's like floating islands and stuff like that. And then there's the surface, which is where like Breath of the Wild took place. And then they're adding like an underground segment too, with like cave tunnels and like...
Oh snap.
Yeah. So they're like, Breath of the Wild like raised like the height limit, because you can like climb on like anything you can see. And now this one, they're taking a page from Skyward Sword, which was all floating islands, and you fly around on like birds and stuff, and you like...
So it's going to be pretty big.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big game.
It's going to be huge, because like Skyward Sword flopped pretty hard, because like the system couldn't handle what the creator wanted that game to be. So it's just like not good.
Yeah.
But like now we're on this super strong console that can like handle all of it.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like he's rehashing a lot of concepts from Skyward Sword and adding them into all of the same stuff that was already in Breath of the Wild. It's got like all the same mechanics and all the same like graphics and everything like that. It's just more.
Heck yeah.
It's almost like a DLC.
It's coming in May, you said?
May 10th is when it is supposed to be releasing. And yeah, man, it looks great. I mean, it's been a while since Breath of the Wild, and I'm sure the graphics are like a little bit better and the engine's like a little bit improved and they fix like all these little bugs, but I mean, if you like Breath of the Wild, it's
Dude,
that same
what's
game.
Nintendo's next console gonna be? They got to do something like they got to keep up, you know.
Yeah, they do got to keep up. They've got to keep it mobile. I mean, that's their thing right now.
Yeah.
Because like if you want to play Pokemon, you play it on the Switch, and the only way that's going to keep going is if you can take your Switch to places.
True that.
I think they tried to compete with like the Wii and the Wii U, and they just weren't getting up to it. And I think the Switch is exactly where they need to be, and they just need to like focus in on that.
Yeah, because we just had the Steam Deck come out not too long ago, which is pretty insane for what it is. What I'm hearing, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I haven't been checking up on it, but like
that's what they're competing with right now, I'd say.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with
as far as handhelds.
Yeah. They need to stick with handhelds. I think that was their selling point
from day one.
Yeah, like in the early 90s. Well, I guess it was 80s too. Late 80s, early 90s. Whenever our first Game Boy came out. But that was always their big draw, was all of their stuff was mobile. And all of their stuff was... you could like communicate. Before there was like really good online play, you could get the battle cables for Pokemon and hook up Game Boys and like battle your friends. Like they were already doing...
That's crazy.
Yeah, as close to multiplayer as you can get without like a split screen.
It's funny because for how much time I put in PS2 as a kid, never plugged an Ethernet into it and played it online.
Yeah. You didn't need it.
Yeah. Also, well, like the bigger model didn't have it. I think it only came with the slim. Little slim PS2 guy.
Yeah, I mean that's probably around the time where like online gaming was starting to like really go.
Yeah.
Because before it was just like, hey, like what can you get out of one console, right? 4 controllers in one console. And now it's like...
Back when it was a battle between SOCOM and then Halo on the Xbox.
Yeah.
It was like, which one do you play?
Yeah, you had to like pick your teams. It's like, oh, like this one has these exclusives. And oh, this one has better graphics.
I played both, man.
Yeah, I didn't
Everyone
care.
played everything, so you know, I played everything.
I got a 360 because like the 2 guys I was hanging out with the most, Josh and Jeff, were both getting it. And I forget what games specifically they were hyped about, but I didn't care, right? I was still like mainly a Nintendo fanboy at that point, so I still had all my Game Boys. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just get an Xbox and play with you guys. And like, I wanted to play Oblivion, and like, couldn't get that on a DS, so, and I definitely did not have a good enough computer to really run it.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit hyped up for this Harry Potter, though.
You know what? I started, because you've been talking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get this another chance.
I'm pretty pumped up after seeing this dude create his character the other day. I think I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. I watched a video where, like, some dude was playing it, and he's like, so I can, like, be the bad guy. I wonder how bad I can be. And he's, like, in a courtyard with a bunch of students. He just starts, like, trying to zap them. It's just like it doesn't do anything. He's like, okay. So I can't just like kill everybody in the school. Fair enough. Because I mean, they are kids, and like I know a bunch of games are against like just murdering children. But yeah, it would have been crazy if it was like an Elder Scrolls sort of thing where like 99% of the characters in that game you can just kill, and they're gone forever. Like
that I think that drops tonight if you pre-ordered it.
Is it tonight? Wow, that was so
So
quick.
that means people in Cali are playing it right now.
Yeah, and it's just gonna move over to us.
Yeah, I was watching some reviews and then talking to a friend at work today. We're really hoping that they drop some DLC within, I don't know, 3 months, as soon as possible for
game.
a little bit of Quidditch, because they have the arena. You can fly around it. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a DLC.
Yeah, that would be such a waste to not have Quidditch.
Yeah,
like multiplayer Quidditch. That would be an insane missed opportunity.
how fun would it be just to hop on, just to play Quidditch with the boys?
Yeah. Then everyone's like, "Oh, fighting trolls and demons," and you're like, "Cool, bro. I'm just gonna keep trying to catch the snitch." Like,
All day.
yeah.
I'm playing Quidditch ranked.
Just being those dudes with the clubs who just like whomp dudes on other brooms and stuff.
But what I was thinking is a game like Elden Ring, where it's mostly single player,
Yeah.
and then they have that little multiplayer thing you can queue up for. They should do that with Quidditch.
Yeah, like it's instance based. Like, hey, like finding a group like LFG.
That would be amazing.
Quidditch. Yeah, that would be. They would be stupid if you're listening. It would be stupid to not do that in your game.
Yeah.
Like any kind of. I mean, I don't know if Harry Potter has.
Are they
any
trying to
other
make
stuff.
the best Harry Potter game in the world? Because it kind of seems like it.
Like, they should be doing the Wizards Cup too, and like the house competitions and like all that. So they should be having that. Like, you sign on with whatever your house, and there's online leaderboards, and it calculates points from like all the.
Oh yeah, dude, ranked Quidditch.
Yeah, you should be adding as much multiplayer into that as possible. You've already got a solid storyline. Solid RPG.
Yeah, and
elements
I
from
feel
what
like
I've
it
seen.
wouldn't be difficult for them to just have that separate little multiplayer, because the rest of the game is single player.
Yeah. It's just do that with everything. Any multiplayer thing, it's like you go to the Quidditch arena and you get put in a lobby and you get matched with dudes and you just play. Like, it would be an absolute waste.
We want to play Quidditch with the boys.
Make it a DLC, fine. I'll pay $15 to get online Quidditch.
Oh, it'll be more than that.
Well, sure, but I mean, whatever. Whatever it is. I don't know.
You're playing Quidditch with the boys.
With the boys. Yeah, dude, just being a bunch of like...
Did you find out if it's coming out on Switch? I don't think it is, but it might be. I don't know.
I didn't find out. The video I watched, it just like said like coming soon, but it didn't like say like only for these systems or whatever.
Doesn't matter. You want it for PC though.
Yeah,
it's gonna run better.
Switch. No.
I knew you were thinking about it, getting it for the Switch.
Yeah, just because I know my wife would
for
love
your lady.
to play it. Yeah, she would love to play it, and honestly, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, if she's gonna want to play it, I'll get it for the Switch. Like, I don't care that much. I can play it on the Switch. It's fine.
Well, if they come out with that multiplayer DLC, both will be on that.
That's exactly what if I was getting it solely because like they're like, oh, we're gonna have multiplayer Quidditch, I'd have to get it on PC. Like, the Switch just can't keep up. I'll be playing
dropping frames in online Quidditch.
Yeah. What am I gonna play? Like other Switch players?
Slam.
Like, come on.
Oh no.
The PC is where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The PC and like the harder consoles.
It is the master race, after all.
It is better, man. I mean,
can't deny it.
Yeah. I haven't bought a console since, well, the Switch, but that was a family thing. I didn't buy that for me. The last one I bought for me was the Xbox One. And I just, since then, it's just been like, yeah, I'll just buy a couple upgrades for my computer instead of dropping like $300.
Dude, I like that Xbox One. The gear. Not the series. It's an Xbox One like yours, but it's it might be an S or an X or.
Oh, are you talking like it has like the special skin or whatever?
I like the Gears of War skin. It looks that, and even the Xbox 360 one with the Gears skin. I almost wanted just to have it.
Yeah, that's the one I remember is for the 360.
Yeah,
because that's where all like the hardcore Xbox guys got.
Yeah,
just like, yeah.
They're pretty similar skins. I would just like to have it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just buy stickers, honestly. They just have, like, stickers you can put on your Xbox. They're like shaped.
No.
I mean, listen, man, it's like $20 for stickers. They're like, I have to go spend $400 on, like...
Yeah, it's like $150 for the 360.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Almost worth it.
Come on. Just get some stickers.
Yeah, I haven't bought it yet.
But no, I really want to get. I've really been kind of jonesing to play Pokemon again, and I'll have to look to see when the next Pokemon is coming out, because I know Violet and Scarlet are out now, and I don't know when the new round is coming out. Because if it's soon, I'll just wait for that. But if not, I'll probably buy Scarlet or Violet. I hear it runs like doo-doo water, but the game is good. That's what I hear. Is like there's bugs and the frame rate's terrible.
And Pokemon.
And the graphics aren't great, but like the game itself is good. And it's just like, it's if you want to play even remotely competitive, you know, you have to have the newest version. You know, you can't be running on like last year's model of Pokemon. It's just what it is.
We never got to try that Pokemon MMO, really.
So that's the same one I played for a while, but I played by myself. I never had like a squad, and I got really into the Eevees and the Ivies.
You know which one I'm talking about? The emulator one.
Yeah,
the fan made.
Yeah, I played it on PC originally when it first came out, and then I was hyped when we got it on the Retroid. And I'm down to play that again. I love that. Actually,
heck yeah.
I should more. Still my little mohawk, dude. Or I give him like a green mohawk so he'd stand out.
Speaking of ugly games that are amazing,
oh no,
an old MMO popped in my head the other day. Me and Eddie used to play. It's called 12 Sky. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, that's the one where you're
like a Japanese sword fighter flying through the air.
You're like harnessing like chi or ki or whatever.
You can fly through the air.
Yeah. I remember you guys like climbing on buildings and just like doing cool poses and stuff.
My favorite part about that game is that there was 3 factions, and you have your whole area to level up in all the way to max level, and at some point your land becomes their land.
Yeah.
There was like a center area where everything connected. And you're going, it's just a non-stop player versus player battle.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll even get in and like invade your town, you know. But it's just sword fighting. I think there's two one-handed blades you could get just like on your wrist or something like that, flying through the air.
Yeah.
Just battling it out. And also throughout the leveling process, there was like dungeon type things you could queue up for.
Mm-hmm.
That game was so much fun. But you know what they did?
What they do?
They came out with basically the same thing, but a little bit better, and they put it on mobile, and they made it pay to win.
Oh, they ruined it. I was so... As soon as you said mobile, I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. I played for so long, and I think I dropped like $5 on it. And it made me so much stronger. Obviously, you know, so much stronger.
It's soiled.
Got to a certain level, it would have taken me probably a year to level up.
Yeah.
You had to buy the next piece of...
I get you.
I was just so sad. Such a good game.
Yeah. You know, I have a game actually that I used to play with Josh and Jeff, and it looked like straight doo-doo water also, but it was like one of the most fun MMOs I've played. It was Vanguard, and the graphics were terrible, and the servers were dead, but the crafting system was so in-depth that you needed like 7 guys, all with different crafting skills, to be able to make the right items to where you could build your own ship. And it was like you're straight up like fantasy, like you pick your class, pick your race, and you like get levels, and click your hotkeys. And man, it was so in depth with all of the crafting that you had to like plan out your character at creation to make sure you had the right skills to like make stuff. It's like its big claim to fame was its crafting system was like overly complicated. The rest of the game was pretty like straightforward MMO style, but yeah, I remember just running through the horrible graphics of that game and just having a blast. Like I had like a weird wolfman warrior, and I was like dual wielding scimitars, just had like plate armor and a hood.
Nice.
And I was just like tanking, and yeah, it was a good time, man. But yeah, that game might still be up. I don't know, but I swear we were like 50% of the server, and it was like 3 of us. The place was like always dead.
Dang.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of that.
yeah. I don't know if it's still up, but it was super fun.
I hope the same old MMOs are just triumphing, same as always.
Yeah, I think the EverQuest servers are still going too. Like,
yeah, they are. I played that last year a little bit.
did you?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I tried to. Someone was like really into like trying to help me out and get me going, and got a little overwhelming.
Mm.
But yeah, World of Warcraft's at the top. Still got Final Fantasy is still doing pretty good. I think it's 14.
14?
Yeah, online. What else? Guild Wars is still running hot. I think Lost Ark lost most of their people.
Oh no.
I think pretty quickly. What else? RuneScape still popping.
Sounds good. Speaking of RuneScape, there's another MMO. I think I mentioned it off camera, but Albion Online.
Oh yeah.
That game has really good graphics. It's on PC and mobile. And it runs great. It's just like RuneScape, It's real grindy, but it's got talent trees instead of skills. And it's still kind of the same thing. Like, you craft like so many of these, and then you unlock like the next tier of skill, and then you can craft more stuff. But just like RuneScape, you can do everything, right? You're not like pigeonholed. But the amount of time it's going to take to unlock everything is going to be ridiculous, just like RuneScape. But it's really community driven, to where like if someone's building a castle on the other side of the world, the you mining the stone gets like actually tracked and sold to where it supplies that castle. So if a guild's actually building a castle and stuff, and they're buying your stone, it's like it's actually tracked.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I've seen a little bit about it. I haven't tried it yet.
I played it a little bit. It's fun. It's good. I would say it's comparable to RuneScape, honestly, in terms of like gameplay. It's just whichever one you think is better. But I think it's definitely comparable. But it's newer, so it has like RuneScape 3 graphics, but an old school RuneScape feel.
Yeah, still waiting on that new skill.
I haven't checked to see. I wonder if they'll show who's in the lead.
What's it gonna be, Jagex?
Yeah, honestly, it'll probably be summoning, because like I've been thinking about it, and I can't think of a skill that isn't already covered.
Yeah, they did. They had like dungeoneering, either before summoning or after summoning. They did dungeoneering, and it was so lame.
Yeah,
it was so lame. But
I never did it.
People just did it for the rewards at the end, because that's what unlocked the rapier sword. and they've already brought back the rapier sword for a whole different reason in old school. Players voted that they wanted the sword, you know.
Yeah, that's a cool sword. We want it.
We're good on the dungeoneering.
You can keep that part.
So that's probably not going to come close. But if they do summoning, I hope they just change it a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking like the only thing they're really missing is like summoning or like maybe like necromancy. I don't know if RuneScape would go that dark, just like raising skeletons. But like skeletons already exist.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a dark game, I guess, already.
Yeah, it's kind of like lighthearted, but it's got like dark undertones.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, it's like it's just a fun little like farming, grinding, dating sim.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Trying to buy
whatever that is.
Girlfriends in the at the exchange. Buying GF 10 gold. But what else, man? It's any other games caught your eye lately?
I think there might be new Gears coming out.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah, 6.
Gears 6, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's cool. If they make it good.
Yeah. Is it just like announced? It's not like actually.
Yeah, I think it was just announced. What people wanted was a kind of a remaster the way the Master Chief Collection did, how they just put them all on one thing and you can queue up for whichever version.
Yeah.
That's kind of what people wanted, like 2 through, 5 even, or 2 through 4.
Yeah.
Because they already remastered 1, so they wouldn't, don't really need that. But, I mean, they could even do that too.
Yeah, just like a bundle.
Yeah, but they're not, I don't think they're going to do that. That's what a lot of people thought, because there was an announcement from them or something. But no, man. Harry Potter drops Friday. Like I said, I'm just gonna chill, watch some streams for a couple days.
Yeah, give it a week, he said.
Yeah, maybe give it a whole week.
Oh, that means like not our next episode, but the one after that, you'll be like, all right, here's my full opinion on Harry Potter.
Yeah, pretty much.
After a whole week of watching it.
They're bringing Quidditch.
They better bring Quidditch.
Online Quidditch with the boys.
You've been playing Magic?
Played Magic, yeah, a couple days ago, actually.
Because the new set drops on the 10th.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All Will Be One. And that is the battle against Phyrexia. Like the big bads from like...
You know who just threw down, pre-release tournament for those cards? Young Rankman.
Yeah.
Gonzo.
Oh, Gonzo. Yeah.
And he won. He went undefeated at Bells.
Good for him.
Just crushed. Shout out to him for that.
Yeah, man. Good job. But no, it's going to be pretty good. A lot of people are worried because it's so far it's just
is it too strong?
It's really strong.
He said he made black white toxic. Do you know what toxic is?
I do know what toxic.
What is it? Lay it on me.
Toxic is the new infect, and which is the even newer poison. So originally they had poison, and it was like, oh, you get 10 poison counters, you die. Right? Doesn't matter how much life you have left.
Mm-hmm.
If you get 10 poison counters, you die. If Bobby over there gets 10 poison counters, he dies. They changed that to infect, where now it's like when this creature deals damage to a player, instead of dealing damage, it deals, infect damage, poison counter damage. So, get hit by a 2/2 with infect, you don't take 2 damage to your life, you get 2 poison counters. Toxic is now an even better version, where that same 2/2, now with Toxic, deals 2 damage to your life total, and you get 2 poison counters. So it's like, all right, which,
double whammy.
Yeah. Plus, this new set is just full of
proliferate.
Yes, goodness, proliferate. which is you just double whatever
Counter.
counters are anywhere. That's on players, that's on planeswalkers. It's 1/1 counters, oil counters, which is a new counter.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn actually he just built a green, black, blue infect deck. And it's not bad.
No, because again, you only have to deal really 10 damage total.
Yeah.
Or, proliferate it enough time. Man, I cannot say that word.
Proliferate.
Proliferate. Either proliferate enough to get to 10.
Mm-hmm.
And
so that's what's going down with the new set.
Yeah, and there's like a bunch of other stuff. There's like a lot of token stuff, and there's a lot of equipment stuff. But like any counters are just instantly better with proliferate, and proliferate is just a stupidly strong mechanic.
Yeah, he had an artifact that it says proliferate and then proliferate again.
Yeah. So it's just like, all right, you have two poison counters on you.
Now you have 2 more.
Yeah, you proliferate, so now you have 4. And proliferate that, so now you have 8. And I just did that with 1 card.
No, it doesn't double.
It doubles.
Well, wait, why does it double?
Because you proliferate, and then you proliferate again.
So that's 2.
Yeah, so it resolves. It doesn't add an extra one. If you've got 2 already, proliferate and double that, you have 4. Proliferate again and double that, you have 8.
Why are you doubling it?
Because that's what proliferate does. It doubles.
Oh, really?
It straight up doubles whatever counters you want.
Are you sure that's just not certain proliferates? Because the one is just proliferate, create another creature token. Like, they all say different things.
No, I'm pretty sure proliferate's just for... Populate is one that copies tokens, but I'm pretty sure proliferate's just for counters.
Oh, okay.
Glenn might have been stronger than you thought.
Well, it just says proliferate and proliferate again.
Yeah.
And it was just add a counter. It's
double, man. That's why it's so strong. It says it doubles. Unless I am absolutely wrong. Oh goodness, we're on our phones now.
No.
Oh, nope. I am absolutely wrong.
It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay, guy. Yeah, it definitely wasn't doubling. It was just giving me 2 each time.
Nope. I'm wrong. Goodness. I apologize, everybody. I got so adamant about it. Never mind. Regardless, it's still a very strong mechanic.
Yeah, he was adding 2 every time.
Yeah, and it can get really stupid on a lot of things. Because again, you can choose as many things as you want to add an extra counter to. So it's not like...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you don't have to choose like Planeswalker or like this creature.
And it said any players also. Mm-hmm. So anything. Free for alls, he was giving them out twice as much. You know.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's still strong. I was making it way stronger than it was, but it is still very strong. And this whole set is very much focused around any kind of counters, 1/1 counters, or poison counters,
+1/+1 counters,
loyalty counters, because they've got all the completed planeswalkers now, which is like, geez, just to go through the list of planeswalkers that are now corrupted: Ajani, Jace, Nahiri, Nissa, Vraska, I believe. And there's a bunch more.
Why? What's going on with them?
So, like, the whole Phyrexia thing is, like, it's robot zombie disease. And for some reason now, because originally if you were a planeswalker, you were immune to that. Everybody else gets infected and they become, like, a robot zombie version of themselves. Now, for some reason, it's working on planeswalkers. So they converted, like, Ajani was maybe the first one? Or no, there was the weird Tamio, the moon planeswalker. But it's all these planeswalkers are now turned over to Phyrexia and now like the bad guys.
What is going on here?
Yeah. It's again, it's this huge battle. It's like comparable to when like the planeswalkers came together to fight Nicobolas. It's just like, yeah, the murder. They just start knocking out planeswalkers.
And that's why Nicobolas gets the abilities of any other planeswalker on.
Yeah, because he can like basically mind control. But this Phyrexia stuff, it's Elish Norn is now the main, like, the leader. She's the one who like made Atraxa, which is a stupidly broken commander. Just way overpowered. But it's just her doing this weird machine uprising, taking over Mirrodin. The whole battle's taking place on Mirrodin, which is the set we started playing on
back in the day.
Yeah. So the battle's taking place there. So all the artifact stuff that's there on Mirrodin, all the equipment, all the like people that live there are slowly being just converted, and they're going to spread to like every plane of existence to do this. So that's what this is just all will be one, is like they're all joining like this weird zombie hive mind thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's
a
really,
new set.
It's a new set. It's they're doing the pre-release. They did the pre-release already?
Yeah.
Man, maybe I have my dates messed
My
up.
boy went undefeated. Just kicking in heads at Bells. Shout out to Bells in Grove City.
Mm-hmm.
Which we should go
Yeah, we absolutely should.
next weekend.
Next
Or
week?
soon.
We should go soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some games in. See some fiends, buy some cards.
Yeah, we should go play.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I mean, we go up there anyway. Might as well take our decks with us.
Yeah.
But, yeah, two things I'm looking forward with this set is, they're well, not really looking forward, but the things that, like, interest me are they're coming out with, 2 commander decks. And it's a red-white token kind of equipment-y sort of thing. And that's like, oh, like this is like the rebel forces, like the good guys that are left and fighting against Phyrexia. And then there's a white, black, and green one, which is just toxic. Like, that's the whole theme. It's just toxic and proliferate. Yeah. And it's that one.
How can it be stopped?
Yeah, that's the good one. The red white one, I think it's gonna be okay. There's gonna be some cool stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sideboard some cards, remove counters.
Yeah, for real. The speaking of which, the prices, there's a few cards that counter tokens and poison tokens and stuff like that. And the prices for those cards have skyrocketed.
How old are they?
There's one from this new set. There's literally just like a commander that's just like, you can't get poison counters. Like,
is there anything else?
Yeah. There's probably some
poison. Isn't poison pretty new?
No, poison's been around for a while. Infect has been around for a pretty long time.
Oh, okay.
Toxic just came out in this set, I believe.
I wonder if you have any of those cards.
If I do, I'm probably selling them, honestly.
Stashed away.
Because they spiked. Because it's like, I think it's like a dozen cards. They're the only ones that can just stop you. Because this new set is just so chock full of toxic and proliferate. That, like,
might need some of them.
Yeah. That the prices of those cards just spiked so hard.
Magic
People
the
are just buying
Gathering.
them up. Yeah, but that's coming out. I'm pretty hyped about it. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Magic the Gathering lore is what creates the cards. The cards don't create the lore. There are comic books, there are graphic novels, there are like web cartoons, there's web comics. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's explaining the lore and planeswalkers and like the adventures that these dudes are having, and like explaining like the War of the Spark and this battle for Phyrexia, and the cards are based off of that, right? Like,
which is very cool.
Yeah, you actually can look into the comics and see how a Johnny became corrupted. You can see how they became completed.
Games that do that, we love you.
Yeah. It's story driven.
That brought so many people into League. Not to pull away from Magic or anything, but the lore just gathered so many people into that game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I played a lot of Legends of Runeterra, and the lore is what kept me playing. And, like, the cards are whatever, but understanding, like, who the people were in the cards and, like...
The whole story, yeah.
What they're doing there.
It's
and,
great.
Like, yeah. If you don't have a story, you're not really invested. It's just like, oh, that's a person on a card. But you're like, oh, yeah, no, that's a Johnny. That dude has been through
Reminds
some
me
crap.
of the red shirt guy on YouTube. Goes to the Blizzard announcement things, how they talk about WoW and the new release or whatever. I forget what that's called. Whatever. When
BlizzCon?
BlizzCon.
Yeah.
And he asks them about their lore, and he finds flaws, and he's dead serious. And have you seen that video?
No.
Oh man, please look up the red shirt guy.
Oh, I bet he rips on a new one.
He does, because he finds the little flaws, and he's dead serious, and they're just kind of stumped.
I was obviously I'm not as hardcore as red shirt guy, but like I was.
He did it like 5 years in a row.
Yeah, I was into like actually reading like the journals and the books you find, and like actually reading through the quests, like what the quest giver actually says.
That's awesome. Because I did not do that.
No, you just like you saw like an exclamation point, and you're like talk, and it's like, all right, go kill 10 bears. But like I was.
Oh, you're talking about in the game?
Yeah.
You'd read that.
Yeah, but it's just like you're like, oh, why do we kill 10 bears? And half the time it's just
you're like I want to know why.
Yeah, it's just stupid fluff. The journals and the books you find like throughout the game, those are the ones that give you like the real lore. Where like, all right, what was this castle before it was like taken over by gnolls or whatever? Like, what did this fort do?
Yeah,
kind of stuff. And it's just like cool little tidbits like that. And that dude probably just deep dived into everything and was just like, excuse me.
Yeah, you got to check that out.
Yeah, why did the kobolds in this fort have red hair when thematically the kobolds in this region have black hair? Just going at it.
It's like that, but it's...
Oh, yeah. I mean, like,
stuff.
I'm poking fun at him, but like that dude probably knows more lore than the dude's writing it, because he just found like a passion.
Found a major flaw in the storyline.
Like he wouldn't be doing that if he didn't actually care about it. Like the dude's got like he cares.
Yeah.
Big feels. Props to that dude for having a passion.
Threw down some chess at work the other day.
At work?
Oh yeah, during our 15-minute break.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. During the break, you didn't like stack pallets anywhere and just kind of like make them.
No. It actually took us 2 days. We took a picture of the board and continued the next day.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to do it.
Just a young man willing to take a challenge. I was trying to help him out as much as I could, but he didn't want the help. If he made a mistake, he just accepted it.
Yeah, that's a good way to learn.
Yeah, so he said he wants to learn some more, so I'm gonna help this dude out. Teach him how to castle, teach him a little en passant.
Oh, en passant. It's my second favorite French dessert.
I need to get some more over the board chess games in. Real bad. I need to find someone that's better than me.
I think we need to start searching around at these like underground clubs. I mean,
yeah.
Like for real. Like I'm sure there's a group of like people who get together and play chess.
Yeah, we got to find them. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's a big part of what we'd like to do with this channel is to start like connecting and give like kind of like I don't know, if you're interested in playing chess and you just don't have anybody to play with.
Especially in the days where people don't go out much, it seems.
Yeah.
It's time to get out.
Yeah. It's
time to throw down with the boys.
Time to touch
whether you're playing Risk, chess.
Yeah. Magic
the Gathering.
Even literally just playing split screen, or even at a bare minimum, getting on a Discord channel and talking with people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's better than just like I just play Gears Online with my mic off. Like,
what you trying to say?
Yeah. Anything's better than those guys that play Gears and Halo.
Hey, do you know what I'm gonna start playing again? I don't know exactly what I'm gonna run it on. Either my new PC or I think I could run it on my Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
SOCOM 2.
I've never
Throwback.
played that.
I was playing that a bit last year through the emulator, and the other night there was like 80 people online, which is, for late at night, it was pretty decent for a game that came out in 2003.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I guess you can run that on an Xbox now through an emulator. And some people revived it on their own. They made the server go live because Sony's not paying for that.
No.
They don't care.
They've been done with that for a while.
Yeah, all the SOCOMs are down. Also, you can play SOCOM Confrontation on PS3 because some people brought back that. They started up their own server for multiple PS3 games so that people could play multiplayer online. So cool.
Is it just like your standard like shooter? So, like,
third person.
Third person. Is it like World War II, World War I?
It's
or just
a little bit more up to date, but I don't think they base it off any actual war.
It's
game.
Just
the story mode in the games are pretty fun, but the multiplayer is just people are itching for that. And I know on Confrontation, the most players I've seen is over 200, like a little over 200 people on at one time.
Yeah.
And for a private server, basically, you know, it's kind of thing. That's not bad.
Oh no, man! It's amazing what people will do for something they actually care about. You know, because I mean, they're not making any money off that.
They maybe donations. That's the only way they can make money. But I think the team's called PS1. I'm pretty sure, and they've revived a ton of old PS3 games. You just connect to their DNS server whenever you're setting up your Wi-Fi connection, and you can hop on. It's like an old Motor Storm. Have you heard of that? Moto Storm?
No.
Some multiplayer racing game. Bunch of you can get like dirt bikes, quads, trucks. Just a bunch of people playing that. I bought that last year. What else? Old Call of Duties. They got servers running for those, so they're paying for that, you know. And then, of course, SOCOM Confrontation, boy. I think that's their most popular game.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, I was still in high school, maybe early college. I found an emulator for all the old Pokemon games. Like, all the way from, like, first gen up to, I think, like, Ruby and Sapphire. And it was just awesome that someone took the time to do that. That way, it like, I didn't have to go out and buy them, you know? Because I had red, but I never played yellow before. So it was like, oh, it's the same game, but you get like a Pikachu you can talk to. But still, it was like, it'd be cool.
What'd you do, play it on your phone?
No, on the computer.
Oh, emulator on the computer?
Yeah, my mom's like office computer.
Oh, so it was way back in the day.
Yeah. It was I played on that a bunch. And it was just like it saved all the files in a folder, and it was, you know, wasn't as convenient, but like I could play all those old games, and someone took the time to actually like make it so you could just get it and play it on the computer. It was just nice.
Yeah, big shout out to these people who spend so much time into perfecting these emulators. One I want to point out is the Aether SX2 emulator. It's a PlayStation 2 emulator, and it's over the past year, 2 years, it just got amazingly better.
Yeah.
Just constantly, this person was constantly updating it and making it so games can play better. I have no idea what exactly he's doing. You know, I'm not that tech savvy.
Yeah.
But I mean, this guy just blew it out of the water. And he just stopped doing the project because he was getting threats. He was getting death threats.
What?
Yeah, like serious threats. He had to step away from even working on this project he's been doing for years.
From the company or from him?
No, from just people.
What?
Yeah, I don't know exactly the details, like what they said to him, but he said his family was getting death threats, and he said it's already a stressful process.
Yeah.
He's gotten so many good PS2 titles to run smoothly. He had to do all kinds of extra stuff to get in there and make it better, and he finally stepped away, but you can still get it how it is. He's just not working on it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, apparently you do great deeds, put all your hours in, people will still...
There's so many. Yeah, like why? Why all the hate?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you can just not.
Yo, you didn't get Dance Dance Revolution for PS2 to work.
Yeah, get Dance Dance working or I will murder your family. Like, come on.
Yeah, kind of sad.
Yeah. You know who else? Another shout out, same kind of genre, is the modding community. Because the same sort of deal is like they're going in there and creating quests, creating items, fixing bugs, adding content to games for, again, like donations maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, they're just doing it for the love of it.
Yeah.
There's right now, I don't know how far along it is because I haven't checked on it, but they're redoing Oblivion, but using Skyrim's engine, building it up from
I did
scratch.
see that.
Just, again, from donations, just a group of dudes just doing it.
Because they can.
Because they want to, yeah.
Mm.
Just passion for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't checked on it in a bit, but I know they got like the opening and like the big parts of the map.
Is
like,
it called Skyblivion?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. But they plan on doing that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do like maybe Morrowind or.
I think they already did. There's a Morrowind in the Oblivion engine or something like that.
Oh, in the Oblivion.
They
engine.
kind of combine those two, yeah.
Yeah,
I was checking that out.
No, they're trying to do it with the Skyrim engine, and there's there's mods that are added to Skyrim that are bigger than Skyrim. I think it's Bruma, like
That's crazy.
Return to Bruma or something like that. They just built their own area, their own quest line, voiced their own NPCs, just 100% built it from scratch using Skyrim's like engine and property and resources, blah blah blah. But yeah, they built like an add-on which like doubles what Skyrim could be.
That's awesome.
And it's just a mod you can get.
That's another reason why I need to get back on the PC Skyrim for modding.
Mm-hmm.
There is an option for it on my Xbox, but whenever I click the mods, I get an error, something about the Bethesda server or something.
Yeah, there's on my PC it works. You can go like, because they have the creation club and then they have like the mod section, and they don't have all of the mods that exist. I use Nexus mods or Vortex. I use Vortex now because what I read is Vortex is better than Nexus mods. But you go to the Vortex website and there's like a launcher from there, and you launch the game from that. But you download all the mods, you can install them and like set the priority list, and it's a lot of finagling. And I got to the point where I had a good setup, but my PC couldn't keep up with it. So I had to like get rid of a lot of mods. But now that I've upgraded, I might go back. But it was like, it took me weeks to get the mods in the right order so that it worked, and like they all like communicated.
You do like the graphic updates, like the grass and the trees.
Yeah. It was, not only was it like the graphics are better, but they also like added in extra types of weather where like there was fog.
Oh yeah.
And you just like, you couldn't see well half the time.
I definitely saw some of those videos talking about all these mods because that's what made me want to get it again.
Yeah, for Skyrim and for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
So if you've got Fallout 4, same deal. The modding community is huge.
I do have Fallout 4 actually.
Yeah, it's huge
on Steam.
It's super great. But yeah, tons and tons of mods. So many weapons, ways to improve like survival mode, make it more hardcore. Importing gear and items from older Fallout games and putting them into Fallout 4, like
so
callbacks
cool.
and stuff. It's super cool. You can get like anything on there. Just to warn everybody, there is a dark part of modding. You can get anything you want in a mod. So there is some not safe for work items in there. Just so you're aware, it's not all peaches and cream. There's also some...
You do it. Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. That's all I do. Just lock my bedroom door and hope my kids can... Yeah, exactly. And it's just like,
play a little nude Skyrim.
Oh, this mod adds like 7 prostitutes into Skyrim. You can go pay. And it's like, oh,
Daddy, what are you doing? I'm playing Skyrim.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just Skyrim graphics. Doing that.
Who's your troll of the week, my guy?
Goodness. You know what?
Is it me?
You're always the troll of the week.
Is it me?
But you probably get an honorary second place, no matter what. No. I was I've been running a Traveler campaign for a while, and I made some like NPC characters to kind of like fill out the party, because they were missing some like basic skills, and also to just kind of like liven things up a bit. And my group is just being really mean to one of the NPCs, and he's like a drug addict, but like he's like a early 20s-year-old, and he's just like some dude, and they're like,
so he still has a chance.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, I don't know, it seems dangerous, and it's like, oh, make the druggie do it. They just kind of like shove him out of the door and like, go fight that guy. And like, hey, like, we need you to do this. None of us want to do it because we don't want to die, but we'll use you. And there's some turmoil right now, and they're kind of like deciding his fate. And I'm just like, they might just shoot this dude out into space and just like be done with him. I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I have like stories and backstories and like some real like some like low-key emotional stuff like kind of queued up, ready to go. And like, honestly, I don't know if he's gonna wake up out of this coma.
Okay, so your group of friends.
Yeah, my group of friends, the players in my Traveler campaign, they're all trolls because they're all just kind of like, he's an NPC. We can totally just murder him.
That poor little druggie.
Yeah. He's got a whole life I've already written out for him, and it might just end.
So he does live. Oh no, it might just.
He might just die.
Let him live, please.
How about you, man? You got a troll this week?
See, my troll of the week is this young fella at work named Josh.
Dude you're playing chess with?
No.
There's a different Josh?
I don't think I said I was playing chess with a Josh.
Did you? Oh, my bad. There's a lot of Joshes.
No, this man, he'd be blasting his anime music all day. And you know what? I needed help packing something.
Mm-hmm.
He was my last hope. I thought he would come through to help me get it done before we set sail and went home. But homeboy just wouldn't help me out.
Yeah.
And just mumbling funny shit.
He'd Naruto run away from you when you ask
he does
him.
that sometimes. Yeah. But Yeah,
It's my favorite.
just blasting that anime music and not helping me. He deserves this spot.
What a troll.
He has earned it. He might have even wanted this spot. So, yeah, shout out to Josh, the troll. Thanks, bro. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't get all 6 units packed in time. Josh. I had 2 left.
Man, why didn't you just use the like Shadow Clone no Jutsu and just like make some copies and help your boy?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he just kind of, I asked him for help. He's like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Basically.
Hard pass, my guy.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Stu gave me a little bit of help. So shout out to Stuart. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Who's your Bard of the Week?
Surprisingly, we had a very weird session. It's also the players in my group. Not because of anything they did, but in connection to like kind of deciding the fate of this drug addict, they really got into like role playing as their characters. Like probably 20 minutes straight. They were in character debating what they should do with this dude. Like trying to appeal to each other like on a moral, like conscious level, and like also being logical. Like it was a lot of back and forth. And
they didn't kill him.
Not yet. But for those 20 minutes, I didn't say a word. I just sat there and I just like watched them like talk and argue as characters instead of as like people playing characters. And it was one of those like weird kind of like as a DM, as a referee, as a GM, whatever you want to call it. That's like, those are the magical moments you kind of wait for. You're just like, yes.
Characters you are painting the picture yourselves now.
Yeah, they're playing by themselves. Like, and they're playing as their characters. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I want. It's to just kind of play a role-playing game instead of just playing, like, a strategy game.
Shout out to the group of bards.
Oh, both the bards and the trolls in, like, literally one session. It was pretty intense. How about you, man? Who's your bard?
My Bard of the Week just swooped through with the gift, and that's what gave this young lady the gift of being the bard. Your wife Tara gave me some poker chips.
My wife Tara!
And that is awesome.
She is pretty awesome.
Thank you, Tara.
Yeah. We've been going through our stuff and kind of downsizing, really looking at like what we need and what we don't need. And she's like,
I don't want these.
Yeah, I've got 3 sets of poker chips. I don't need 3 sets of poker chips, but I don't know anybody who needs them. Or because I don't want to throw them away. And I was like, I'm pretty sure Jesse. I thought you didn't have any, but I was like, I think Jesse doesn't have any. She's like, give these to your cousin. She's like, I know he likes poker. He needs chips. And scooped him up and brought him right over.
And that reminded me of the second time I ever played poker, and that was in your old apartment.
Yeah.
We was drinking. And I think I was the first one out. Because I had no idea what I was doing. I just went all in.
And you were drinking. So
and I was drinking, and then I think me and Julian left.
As soon as you were out of money,
we were
like,
party hopping. And that was the second time I ever played. First time I ever played poker was with you and Dale at the kitchen table.
Mm-hmm.
And I was probably, 14, 13. Also, I had no idea what I was doing.
No.
But
I didn't either.
I remember those 2 times. And then we started throwing little home games for $5. That was fun.
Yeah.
I miss those days. You had the poker table?
Yeah, I had that poker table because I was like, man, I can play anything on here. I can play poker. I can play D&D. I can play Magic.
Oh, and we played everything on that.
It was just from Ollie's, I think. It was just like a plastic table with like a felt top. It was awesome. Still wish I had that thing. Pop it up. But it was cheap. It probably wouldn't have survived all the different times I moved.
We need to add a new little segment. Is it dirty or is it cool?
Is it dirty or is it cool? Okay. All
yeah,
right.
So here's what I have for you this week.
Yeah, lay it on me.
All right. Hear me out here.
Okay. Listen, you've got 5 minutes to sell me a pitch.
I went on a little search the other day. I'm looking for a TV VCR combo. You remember how I used to have back in the day?
Yeah.
I did not find one of those, but I found some VHS tapes at the Salvation Army, 4 for $1. So, is it dirty or is it cool? The TV VCR combo with some VHS tapes.
Is it dirty or is it cool? Well, were they blank? The VCR tapes? Or would they have like movies on them?
No, they're legit movies, and they even have the the case. I got the Bourne Identity. I got, that's one of my faves.
I do know. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it there. I was like, I have to get this
I
right
have
now.
to
It's
get
4
the
for $1.
VHS Bourne Identity.
The other one I got was A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that one?
It's been a while, but yeah.
Such a good movie. And then I got 2 movies for Ava.
Mm-hmm.
So if you walk up in my bedroom and you see like in the corner, you see a little TV VCR combo and an old movie playing, is it dirty or is it cool?
It's dirty.
Oh no! Oh no!
My guy, you can get like a VCR player and just like hook it up to your computer. Like
what?
Yeah.
Hook a VC. Wait.
Yeah. They've got the new ones that go to like USB.
Nah, dude, you need the classic CRT.
You don't need a 12-pound freaking TV with a
little,
screen.
Little 13-inch boy just playing I could plug in the PS2.
Like,
yeah, plug the PS2 right in the front, just like the old days.
Get out of here. You don't need the old days. We just had a whole talk about emulators and how good they are now.
That doesn't change the fact that I have a PS2 that needs its original love.
Yeah, no, alright. Listen, man. You go ahead and you buy Harry Potter for the Xbox, and you plug it into that thing. And let's see.
I'm still gonna keep my old TV.
Let's see how long you play on that.
I'm not playing that on
dirty
there.
old
That's
boy.
just for the VHS tapes.
It's just for the VHS.
And the PS2.
You don't have to hurt yourself this way.
And the GameCube.
You can treat yourself. You can love yourself. You don't have to live this way.
It just doesn't. I don't know if it'll look the same on like a flat screen.
It'll probably look better.
Exactly. So you're going with dirty?
Yes, I think that's dirty.
All right, well, if you disagree, let us know in the comment section. Is it dirty or is it cool?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's start a Spotify poll. It's like, is it dirty or cool? And we'll get some votes. And throw it in the YouTube comments if you're watching on YouTube.
Anything else, my dude?
No, I wasn't prepared for a dirty or cool thing, but I'll hit you with one next week.
Find out next week. Is it dirty or is it cool?
Tune in.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah. Check us out on social media if you get bored. And we'll just talk to you guys next week.